A breakthrough really in the acid attack case in Mumbai 3 days after the shocking incident of a producer flinging some acid on his girlfriend. Jerrit John, who was on the run, has finally been arrested by the Mumbai police. John allegedly flung a chemical on his former girlfriend's face. Jerrit John has been booked for causing grievous injury and also for theft and wrongful confinement. Well, these are the charges that he's been booked for. The breakthrough coming 3 days after he attacked his 26-year-old ex-girlfriend. Jerrit John has been arrested now by Mumbai police. So that's the latest coming in. Let's get more details from our correspondent Vidya, who now joins us from Mumbai. Vidya, tell us from where has this arrest been made?
Well, it's somewhere in Narasopara that this hotel, Manthan, where this guy had been staying for the last many number of days that he had been on run. Mumbai police managed to get a tip off, and immediately after that, they raided the hotel, and that is where they found him. According to police, this person had been given an assurance by his advocate that he would be filing a bail application on his behalf, and so that to buy some time and not get arrested, he was asked by his lawyer to stay out of the city, and that is why he was staying in the rural Nalasopara, which is the rural district and the Thane district, the rural area of Thane, where he was staying. He was put up. He had escaped quite a, after the incident, he was on the run, and Nalasopara was the place he went to immediately after the attack, and that's where he had been putting up for the last 3 days.
All right, just stay with us. We have Kamini Bali, women's rights activist, now joining us. Miss Bali, your first reactions are, well, this man, this coward who flung some chemical in the face of his ex-girlfriend has finally been arrested by the police, though the action has come 3 days too late. But what sort of punishment do people like this deserve? Because I believe you have been following the developments in this case.
Yeah, I'm very happy finally the justice will start once the legal proceedings start, and he has to be charged under section 326 of IPC, causing grievous hurt. The intention was very much there, and I'm happy that it's a non-bailable offence, and it is punishable with an imprisonment up to 10 years and fine as well, depending on the specific court. But the issue is that he is arrested now, and the legal proceedings will start, so I'm very happy, and I'm happy with the work of the Mumbai police.
All right, so you're saying you're happy with the work of Mumbai police, but as reports are now coming in, this perhaps wasn't the first time this man, Jerrit John, who's now been arrested and is in custody of the police, was in a sort of an abusive relationship, because it isn't just about this particular woman who he flung acid on. Apparently, there was another woman who was warned by the victim after this attack that Jerrit could well be on his way to her residence. So considering the pathological nature of this accused in this case, what sort of punishment do you think that this person deserves?
So the punishment would be as per law. The intention was very much there, and yeah, the pathological nature. But I am amazed at the reaction of the society. I mean, most of the friends and everybody have been saying, but there was a quote in one of the newspapers where one of the friends withheld the name and said, "Oh my God, he's such a calm guy, he could not do it." And this also shows how we look at the so-called educated people who finally do such crimes. And it is very difficult to accept it. Had John Jerrit been, a low caste, a criminal, a poor, then everybody would have said, "Oh yeah, such characters do it, they deserve it." But it's like, the society sees themselves in a mirror. Oh, it happens. It could happen in my neighborhood as well,
Right.
So it's also a time for all of us to think, where we are in our own friend circle, because the friends of John Jerrit themselves are shocked at his behavior.
All right, Ms. Bali, thank you for joining us and sharing with us your views. You're, of course, congratulating Mumbai police for its work for arresting this man, though the arrest has come 3 days late. There were also reports that how he could actually be trying to manage an anticipatory bail for himself. Well, that, of course, hasn't worked, because the police have now arrested him and have booked him for assault and under several other sections of the IPC. We also have Mr. Anil Dharkar, eminent writer, now joining us from Mumbai. Mr. Dharkar, as I was talking to Ms. Bali, she was saying it's very interesting to know the profile of the person who is accused of this crime, because here's somebody who is absolutely social, who is doing well in his career, and he carries out such a deplorable, cowardly act on a woman who he claimed to love at one point.
Yeah, I think what has taken everyone by surprise is the kind of person he is and the profession he's in. Because normally when you get attacks on girlfriends and so on, they're taken by people who are not educated or in pretty ordinary jobs, and they're not able to verbalize what they're feeling. So they resort to attacks, physical attacks. Here was someone in a pretty good profession. He was a professional, I think, respected by all his colleagues and so on. And you expect someone like that to deal with a reaction in a much more rational way. And you expect him to be able to talk to someone who's saying no to him, try and convince her orally with power of persuasion and so on, and not take revenge in this very cowardly and very shameful way. I think that's what surprised everyone. You know, we have a profile of people who do attacks like this. At least we have a mental image of someone who does this.
Right.